Please excuse my appearance right now. I am literally just filming what I'm making for dinner for you guys. And I'm doing this because last week's live on Phillipsfambam, Tina mentioned how she didn't really like pork chops. Now, or was it Danny? One of the two. I can't remember. Sorry if you can hear the dryer in the background. Maybe close the door. That's better. And I put in the comment a couple times in the live, but I don't think they saw it. If they did, they didn't mention it. So they mentioned sending them a bunch of recipes, but I figured instead of sending them the recipe, I would just do a video on the recipe because I know I don't like pork chops. This is the only way I have found that I will eat my pork chops. So yeah. Adam likes to call them red pork chops. What it really is pork chops with osso sauce on it. Now, if you've never heard of osso sauce, it's a Chinese sauce. It's the pink sauce that you guys will see on the spare ribs, but it is for pork, chicken, and barbecue spare ribs. And that's just what the bottle looks like. I like getting the squeeze bottles because they're a little easier. Now I use about that much for 4 pork chops, and I let them marinate all day. So this is what the pork chops look like when they're marinating. Now I put them in the marinade at 9 o'clock this morning. It's now 5:40 at night, so about 6 o'clock. And you're gonna wanna preheat your oven to 350. 350 is just a general rule of thumb for most cooking. So that's what I did, letting it preheat. Unfortunately, I kind of have to judge it off of whether I think it's hot or not, because my oven does not tell me when it's ready, which stinks. I wish it did. Maybe eventually we'll get a new one, but for right now, it works just fine. I usually give it like 5 minutes to heat up, and once it's heated up, I will throw them in. So again, this is just what it looks like. So let me put them on the pan. So, and then I can show you what they look like on the pan. Now, I'm only cooking 4 because I find that Adam and I, we normally only eat like, oh, this one only had 3 in it. Whatever, I only usually eat 1, and if I'm really hungry, Adam and I can share the other one. But I only make 3 to 4 because Adam and I don't like being wasteful, so what we do is we'll buy this big pork loin at BJ's, and we'll actually cut it up to where we can make a pork. We save one of the ends for a pork roast, and then we cut up the rest into a bunch of pork chops. And we actually plan on doing the same thing with a beef loin. So one end will be saved specifically for a beef roast, and the rest will be steaks. My dad taught me this when I was younger as a good way of saving money, because they jack up the price a little bit when you buy the pork chops or the steaks already cut. So I thought that was a good tip to know. So yeah, let me show you what the pork chops look like. So this is what the pork chop looks like with the sauce on it before it's cooked. Now I will be using a meat thermometer to tell when it's done. My mom just bought me this one, and it literally tells me what temperature it should be good at. So we like it well done, so it will be good once it reaches 170 degrees in the middle. So that's not bad. Yeah. So, yep, that's what I'm gonna be making for dinner tonight. So I'm excited to make it. It's been a little bit since we've had it. And you can find osso sauce at most grocery stores. The only store I have yet to find it at is Aldi's, so I normally have to go to a different store to pick it up. So I'll pick it up at Market Basket instead. I know you guys don't have an Aldi's. I don't know if you guys have a Market Basket out where you are. I kind of doubt it because to my knowledge, Market Basket is only a New England store. Right, babe?
Sure.
Market Basket's a New England only store, right?
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think there's one out where Tina and Danny live, but I'm sure it's at one of the many stores they go to. Don't know about Trader Joe's, but I'm sure Winco's has it. I've seen them go to Winco's. Costco must have it. I couldn't imagine them not having it. But it might not be in that packaging. Is it hiding on me? It's hiding on me. It might come in a jar form. So, like, the best way I could describe it is like a mini spaghetti sauce jar. It could come in that form too. I just saw the squeeze bottles and thought that would be easier, and I was 100% correct. It was a lot easier. So it's been about 5 minutes. Whew. I would have to say my oven is pretty well heated. So I'm gonna put them in. So yeah, and I'll let you know how long it takes for them to cook all the way through, and yeah. So I'll be back when they are cooked all the way through. I will tell you how long it is, and again, it is cooked all the way through the way Adam and I like it, at least once it hits 170. So that's not too bad. So I'll be back. So this is what the pork chops look like when they are done. Don't worry about all the burnt around the edges. That's not the actual pork chop. That's like the juices and the sauce mixing together and making burnt crusties on the edges. But if you actually look at the pork chop itself, yeah, it has some burnt parts, but overall it's not burnt. These are well done. It made it to 170 easily in the thickest one. So, that's good. I have the vegetables steaming in the microwave right now. And we're also gonna have some apples because it's the only way I can get my husband to eat fruit. So be it. So I'll show you everything when it's all done and plated and looking. So this is what it all looks like plated. I can't remember if I told you how long it took for the pork chop to cook. It took 30 minutes, so that's not bad. Altogether, it took like 36 minutes to prepare the whole meal. The pork chop's 30 minutes, the veggies 6 minutes, and then the apples 2 seconds. So yeah, that is what's for dinner tonight. Tina, Danny, I hope that this suggestion is good and that you guys try it and that you like it.